Yeah, and then I found the lerp because he managed to jump out of the backpack, and now he's in my bag because he's
Yep.
scared of Tarkirian and his wild flights.
Yep. What are you
So
looking at
it's
me for, Sally? You want to go back down and get more chicken? Just a little longer, all right, girl.
so I guess reasonably trying everything out and having a lazy day and going to find the lerp will put you about noon.
Beach episode. I don't know. There's like a trope or whatever in
Yeah, that's an
anime
anime.
where they
That's
have
an
like a
anime
beach
trope.
episode, or I just heard about it with Owl House, so
Well,
that's all I
it
know
will.
about it.
The reason is because
Targaryen certainly wiped it up.
Elvis Presley used to do all these beach movies, which are basically
Oh,
him singing and running around with girls in swimsuits. I'm not going to call them bikinis because they're not quite bikinis, but they're not quite. Yeah, so hence the word beach episode
I can.
because most of his movies were beach singing.
Were they like one piece outfits or something?
They weren't really one pieces. They were like really
Well,
bikinis that weren't going to offend the adults, but show enough skin to titillate.
sure. I think I can see those.
You can see them if you want, but the movies are terrible. Unless you're an Elvis fan, which, I don't hate him, but the same token, I don't go out of my way to see anything by him.
Yeah,
Sure.
as that one chick in Pulp Fiction said, you can either like Beatles or Elvis, and I like the Beatles.
Sure.
They both have some good songs and some bad songs, but
Yep.
I don't think the
It's
Beatles
just
have any bad songs, honestly. But I'm just a crazy fangirl, so.
I
What would
could
I know?
I could start, but everybody has their preferences.
I like
Ah,
all
well,
the Beatles songs, just saying.
good stuff.
I mean, I'm more of a Rolling Stones guy, so
That's okay. Everyone has their preferences.
I take option 3. So, anyways, you're sitting down and breaking out rations when a gypsy caravan comes along.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we're starting playing.
Yep. Yep. I got
Not,
it.
not
That's
You
why I
mean a
was.
Roma caravan comes along? I'm just kidding. You know
Bless
that
yous.
gypsy is not a woke word. Apparently they're supposed to say Roma now, but I think it's different in this game.
Yeah, this game was way before woke, and to be honest,
We actually
I just
we
don't like
actually use words that make sense.
I don't like Romani because that implies a connection to Rome, and they have no connection to Rome whatsoever.
I think the Roma are different people than Rome, but anyways.
All right. So
But
there's a caravan coming by, is there?
yes, and they stop off roughly where you are and greet you kindly. Hello there, strangers.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. What's Looks like you've got quite a bit of a ride going on here. What brings you by here?
To be honest, with the heat here, we're stopping for just a little bit of break. We got plenty of food. Would you mind? Would you mind joining us for a dinner?
I think we could do that.
Think it'd be a good time to do so. Nice to Would be nice to grab a bite after all of that. Sure, Scales wouldn't mind either.
So they come out and set up a fire pit is what I'm going to call it, because there's no way you're going to have to. There's no way you're going to have time to roast a pig or anything on it. But there's enough good trail food that I don't know if they had burgers, but they had to have something that they could roast quick. I mean, the Egyptians used to make beer in a matter of an hour or two.
Like hors d'oeuvres, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe like a rabbit or something?
a rabbit. You still need an hour or two to cook. An hour or two is good. So yeah, they throw on some rabbits and similar animals.
Nice.
Maybe a squirrel.
All right.
Probably let's. I could probably feed. I could probably let Scales have one of the squirrels.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably give that one to Pinnacle too.
Yeah, Pinnacle and Scales are both looking very hungry at it while it's cooking.
Patience, young snake. The food is almost ready.
Hang on, buddy. Be nicer if you wait. It'll taste much nicer.
Be all the worth it. If you insist. I don't know.
They're doing some domestic chores. There's about 8 of them. You know, cleaning up, making everything right.
Any
Would you like any help? Or are you alright?
Oh, we're perfectly all right. Just stay seated. We'll take care of you.
Alright. Thank you for your hospitality.
They're pouring.
uh
They're pouring some marinades and stuff on them, and just having a laugh time. They're singing as they
Nice.
work. No, I'm not going to sing it.
these guys seem really well versed.
There.
These guys seem really well versed with the culinary arts. Look like they really know what they're doing.
Oh, when you have to cook for yourself, you learn to make things good or else you go insane. Believe me, I know.
I shall take your word for that.
One
By
of
the
the,
way,
one of the
does it
people
matter
from
what-
the caravan says, "This woman knows what she's talking about."
it do
Anyways,
sound like-
What were you saying, Tarkirian?
I was actually going to ask something out of character. Does it matter what race these gypsies are, or is it plot relevant or no? I'm just curious.
They're human from like everything that you can tell. Just regular,
Okay.
ordinary humans. No,
Good.
no real weapons aside from daggers and bows and arrows, because that's what you
Right.
wander around in a forest with.
Sure. Don't take any more than you need.
Yep. What is that? Leave nothing but
You hear?
footprints, take nothing but memories.
Hey,
Exactly.
there you go.
Old Boy Scout.
Please.
But I think the girl. Hell, I was in the Girl Scouts and I think we had something similar to that. I think we said that too. Anyways,
guys-
so gypsies,
Yep. Or Romani,
Here.
Romani.
or whatever.
It's okay. We can call them gypsies here. I was just joking.
Yeah. I'm certainly going to call them gypsies regardless.
These
That's
are
what I've known them
fantasy
as.
people. I think that's okay.
They put out a nice spread. Everybody gets a nice hunk of meat, some vegetables, and a nice cup of tea.
All right.
And they invite you over to join with them.
Which,
Gundark is already sitting over there. Squee is nervously eating in the corner.
oh, take your
And
time.
is the
It's-
Lurp? Hey, buddy, do you want some? Hey, Lurp. You want some?
Would you like to join us in tonight's meal, Lerp? We don't have a name for you, so we're just calling you Lerp.
Yeah, I've struggled with his name for 3 weeks. Actually,
No
for
problem.
about 6. Actually, for about 6 weeks or a couple months, because as a joke, I wanted to give him a name like, Wandering Lerp. Like Handy Smurf or whatever
Yeah,
it
like
is.
with the smirk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? We certainly wouldn't object. I don't know if you guys can hear Sally, but I'm kind of wrestling with her on my lap here.
Yeah,
I
but
can't hear.
I was thinking giving him the Wandering Lerp name just doesn't make things easier. Like it's not John or Bill or
I
anything. I'm just
heard-
adding
I
more
just heard
syllables.
Sally.
Oh yeah,
I think I heard Sally.
you most likely did. So Scales is really starting to get restless now, isn't he?
They give
Yeah.
Scales something, but
Yeah, Tarkirian was gonna give Scales one of the squirrels.
no, they
We just-
they recognize the animals and they don't want to do anything too bad to them.
Oh sure. Okay, that makes sense.
I originally wanted this to be a traveling circus, but I just didn't want to explain it all.
Didn't want them to have to perform
they're-
like freaking Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. That was immediately what I thought when I thought about the Gypsy Caravan. I thought they would show up in front of us and like do a performance or whatever. That's what I don't know if you know about that play, but it's fun.
Nah, like I said,
I
I
think
was,
the Lion King 1.5 was based on that. So I kind of have an inkling.
yeah, no, I just got lazy with everything that was going on. I said, okay. So you're eating and making merry, and they're telling whatever creative stories about being on the road that they have. And suddenly, you feel a bit funny. Well, Tenacity, you don't feel funny. You don't notice anything. So, Tarkarian, give me a roll against your constitution at a -8.
Oh, -8. Let's see. Let
Oh,
me
yes.
check my stat here. My constitution is
12.
what's +2? Hang on, I'm
No,
trying to
you're,
find.
I already calculated your +2 into it.
Okay, so my constitution. Let's roll a d20. It's -8, you said?
Yep, so you basically got to get above a 4.
Dang it.
No, that's still your. You fall over, but you're still conscious. You
Hey,
have no.
smart friend, are you all right?
What?
Smart friend,
What's
smart
going
friend, are
on?
you all right?
Gundark also falls over, and Squeak
dear.
falls over.
Oh no, my small friends. What happened?
Giant.
The gypsies can't really answer you because they've metamorphosized back into mermaids.
Oh.
Oh, it's this thing, isn't it? All right.
And they
well, what happens now?
and
Well,
and
what
they-
do you want?
they have nets, and they say, "We have what we want, sister." And they put a net around Tarkarian, they put a net around Gundark, and they put a net around Squee.
And what are you planning on doing with them? They got my axe.
Oh, fret you not, our sister. We're just taking them to be our slaves.
And what if I have a problem with that?
I'm sure a fine lady like you could get her own slaves.
No, these are not my slaves, and I have no desire to have slaves. All I want right now is for you to let them go.
Sorry, we already have a place for these men.
I am. Oh, man. I am. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the humor going here.
So,
Well, one of the mermaids responds, "Isn't it adorable? He almost can talk."
You have gills. What are you doing out of the sea?
You're being dragged towards it, and Snake has hold of the bag or the net, trying to drag you back.
okay, so I'm gonna walk up and just bring down one of my axes on the net and try to sever it, just like the space in between, because if they're dragging the nets,
No, I get what you're doing. I'm
You're
just
Sally.
yeah. That scale's really trying hard to keep you back.
You know what? You know what?
Okay, so
We'll
I will
allow
just
that.
do that. I demand
just-
you stop right now. It
Stop.
cuts the
You
net.
violated the law. Fish people. Are we close to?
So
are
yeah,
we
I just
close
grabbed.
to
I
a
think I'll probably do
high one?
Tarkarian's first. Just try to cut the net there.
I'm even trying to figure out what you're going to need. Let me interrupt you for a second while you're doing that. And the Lerp asks you, "Why are these new friends taking our friends to the ocean?"
I have no idea, but it does not sound like they want to be friends. These people are not our friends, I don't think.
They're
Maybe
not.
we can make them our friends. Maybe?
I don't know if we can make them friends, but I can certainly make them go away.
Yes, please do that. That would be a very good friendly thing to do, and yes, I would be very happy if my friend would do that right now.
Oh, pink person. Can you help a friend in need? Tyrion's delirious.
Yeah. So you're actually
That's
using
all
your...
right.
Yeah, no, that's logical for this situation. I got no problem with that.
Alright.
And also, I didn't expect such a clever plan. Not that you're not clever, but, you outsmarted me here, and I'm just trying to figure out... Assuming they are equidistant, and they're all doing what they're doing, how can tenacity get that shot in? It is definitely possible.
I mean, Tarkaryon's pretty small, so I don't think there's any real issue of me hitting him.
No, but I was
There
calculating...
probably is a... Okay.
I was calculating
Hang on.
the mermaid because he,
Hang-
assuming that they all have a standard size net, which is what I am, you're going to swing. He's at the bottom, so you probably swing about halfway.
Yeah.
And so I'm not making a check against the mermaid's armor class, but in a way, the mermaid, because they're moving back and forth and would want to try to dodge as best as they could, would have some influence on it. So I think I'm going to make it a very simple DC 11 check. Sorry, AC 11. So 11 or higher plus your bonuses and
Okay, so 1d20.
1d20, and I forget what your bonuses all are.
Okay, so what bonus
Fire.
are we looking at?
What
I've
was
got
your
a-
axe? It's a plus. Well, which axe are you using? The big honking one, or you're throwing an axe trying to look cool, or
The big one.
okay,
Well, the big one has
Why-
a +3 attack damage.
+3, so 11.
While you guys figure that out, I'm gonna take Sally down. She's really getting restless here. Sorry.
Okay, so 1d20 hit 8 or higher.
Okay. So 1d20 and then plus the 3.
Yeah, and
Right.
like I said, all that together works out to an 8.
Forgot to put the R in there. It's been a while. Oh, that's pretty good.
You found the lighter.
A lighter?
Yeah, to light the candle with.
Oh.
Okay, so that...
I haven't lit the candle at all. It's just, but
Shh, don't tell her and Jesus. But forgive her, Lord, she has sinned, but she repents of it, and please give us your best dice.
all right.
So that severs it. There's not really much dramatic in cutting a net. Like, the mermaid flies backwards because she was pulling on it trying to get out of your way. But Tarkarian would still be on the ground, just kind of flops over himself, and
Yeah, sure. And now I'll probably just go over to Squeeze Wask. I don't care about Gundark. I'll probably go to Squee first. I like Squee more than Gundark.
the Lerp is going to take a shot.
What should I miss?
Oh, she freed you, but then you're kind of flopped on the ground with the net tied up around you. And the Lerp melts one of them.
That's our LARP.
Actually, here. It's 3, 4. That makes it. So I'm going to assume that's Tarkarian. Gundark. Squee. Okay, I actually have 2 spare mermaids. Oh, she's not dead. Okay, there we are. Well, actually, no, she is dead. That was one that... because the Lerp decided to attack the same one that you were attacking, and since there's two, there's
Mermaids go away. Can we take their stuff?
That's a barbarian thing to ask.
Yeah.
No, that's perfectly in character.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I was asking it out and seeing a question.
Sure,
but
sure,
it
sure.
still sounded like something Tenacity would say.
you could, but it's just a cart. But we'll figure that out later.
Okay.
I can use my new table.
Is
But it-
Tarkarian gonna be able to? Well, I guess we'll see as the fight goes on. Is this poison gonna keep Tarkarian out of this fight, or does he have a certain amount of time before it wears off?
Well, right now, what I'm going to say is let's roll initiative. So I'm going to go, first of all, for the mermaids.
Okay.
Because I think they could have gotten it. Ooh, the mermaids. No, that was for Gundark.
Sure.
Oh yeah, they don't have hydration or island walk here, so they can't be that fast.
Yeah, they don't have Island Walk here.
What the is eyelid walk?
If
Sorry,
you're,
it's another
it's another
nerd
magic joke.
reference.
Okay, that sounds creepy.
It's
Game,
they
it
walk
can
on
be
their
quite.
island?
It can be quite scary in the game too. I'm gonna say that right now.
It can also-
if you use it right,
it can also backfire like hell.
it can.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is eyelid walk?
Okay, you know there's the different types of land in Magic. There's islands, plains, swamps, forests, and mountains.
Yeah, I
So
know
if you
that
have
much.
So if you have terrain walk, it means if your opponent has a land of that type, then your creature cannot be blocked.
Okay.
You can't block with your creatures. If a creature with island walk attacks you, and you have an island in your mana base, you cannot block that creature. You have to take the damage.
Okay.
In other
But
words,
that's just a weird name for it.
Oh,
it makes sense in the context of the lore.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll just take your word for that then.
Yeah.
how do I say this? The first little bit in Magic, they were just trying to make things happen. Like, I'm one of the few players that can explain banding.
Oh man. That's
Flying.
an explanation for another time.
Flying makes sense.
There's shadow.
No, Shadow's way later than what I'm talking about. Fear was around in the first sets.
Oh, it was fear at first.
Yeah. No, because Shadow is basically flying by another name.
Same with
So,
horsemanship.
yeah,
wasn't it?
horsemanship. Does not make sense in my book. And then when you get there, I know there's flying shadow creatures. It's like, make up your mind. just say cannot be blocked. So everybody roll your initiative.
All right, and that is 1d20, right?
1d20, yep.
15. Not too bad.
Took all my strength getting that net cut.
You can go with that. Let's see, do I have to change my
10. Oh yeah, the lerp.
think about that Pokemon whenever I see that alert.
Okay, so the lerp. The lerp loves sticking with you, Tenacity. Okay. So Gundark has initiative, and he's snoring away in his net. Squee has next, and he's snoring away in his net. See, Tarkarian made the saving throw, which would only make him paralyzed. So, Tarkarian, you're going to save versus your constitution again, but with a -4. So 12, 11, 8. Oh, you're feeling more alert.
What the heck did they use? Trying to get out of this net.
And Tenacity, we're down to you.
Can I just like reach over and pull the net off to Kyrian?
You could help, but he's tangled up in there, and your abilities would probably be far better spent on the people in front of you because they have reinforcements.
Okay. So I'll grab the throwing axe and try to throw it at the nearest mermaid.
Okay, I know exactly which mermaid that is. Give me a 1d20, and what do I give you? A +2, +3? I don't think it was overly nice, but it was nice.
It's +3 for the what was it?
No,
I don't know if we had a bonus for the throwing axe.
The throwing
did we?
axe is magic. It's a +2 because it's magical and returns to hand.
Okay.
See, I actually rewrote your charts.
Oh. Oh wait. Okay.
You pretty much have you have a watered down Mjolnir on your
11, 10, 9, 8. So yeah, you're just barely missing.
Yeah.
But fortunately,
it'll fly back.
Yes.
Won't it?
it's more loyal than your ex-boyfriend. No, I'm kidding. And then the Lerp is going to probably melt one of them.
I'm so glad we are friends with this guy.
So the other one that was on Tarkirian is now a nice little stain that you probably don't want on the bottom of your shoe. So
Right?
that's another turn. They're all moving faster, trying to get Squee and Tarkirian into the water. And there's two that are hanging around with not much to do. By the way, these two left over are the ones that were the horses on the cart.
Oh,
So
they also transmorph.
Yes.
No kidding.
So they were horses and a cart. Okay, so there's no cart. You can't get their stuff now.
No,
Oh.
no, they were the horses, not the cart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought one of them was
Okay,
the
I
cart.
thought
It was like some Beauty and the Beast thing.
I thought you said they were the horses and the cart. It's like,
Imagine being the cart. It's like you're the least favorite mermaid in the group.
And also, I mean, think of that transformation. What becomes the front of the cart and what becomes the back?
Yeah.
what part of the merfolk do you store everything in? Oh boy, that might be a plot. Oh.
So these guys have a lot of attacks, but since a lot of them are occupied, actually,
some of them have been eviscerated.
they're going to go after Tenacity because they don't really know about the Lerp because he's so small.
Mm-hmm.
The first one misses Tenacity. Second one does not. Fortunately, it's a non-magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trident, so take 7 points.
Alright. So that would be 44 minus 7, so 37. Did I not have? Oh, here's one. Okay.
Okay, that's the end of the round. We'll start with the next one. Gundark and Squee are both snoring away. So we come back to Tarkirian. Let's give it another chance.
And what was it?
You know what, I'm going to make it 9 and under because you keep getting more and more awake.
Okay. Is there still the -4 debuff? The -4 to add here?
No, I'm just roll straight, but you have to get a 9 or better.
Okay.
Because like I said, you snapped out a little bit more each time. You're just barely failing, so I can't punish you for that.
Oh. Well, I got a 9.
Yes. See, Tenacity, I knew that was going to happen, so I didn't let you help him. Well, if I kept...
I wasn't trying to tap him. I was going to try to get the net off him.
Yeah, so Tarkirian, you can either try to make it an attack or something inside, which I'll figure out or you can just spend a turn and get the net off you.
Equalizers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this net off of me first and foremost. Or that's what I want to do. So I can use my attacks unimpeded.
So, like, our scales and what's
Oh yeah, we forgot about the. Did the animals make it out okay? Or
they didn't poison the animals, like just like they didn't, not poison. They didn't drug the animals like they didn't drug you.
okay.
Squee's going to be in for a bad time because he got much smaller frame and body weight. So
Yeah.
And I guess Scales is still coiled up
Okay.
on Tarkir.
We forgot to roll initiative for those guys.
yeah, so do it now.
I thought something was missing there. Let's see where Scales goes. Scales is getting pretty quick.
Yep.
Same with Pinnacle, right?
Okay, now we actually have an order of turns here. So you got 2 mermaids dragging Gundart, 2 mermaids dragging Squee, and 2 who are free and just kind of roaming about.
So I think Pinnacle would probably go for the one that hit me. So
Meh.
probably go for that one.
I think the Lerp vaporized that one last turn.
Okay. So,
Oh no. You know
there's-
what? It was one of the ones that were not assigned to anybody that hit you. So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. It's just fast action-paced stuff. You know, it's tough to keep track of.
All right. So Pinnacle will go after that mermaid that hit me.
Get an 11 or higher.
All right. Oh.
Praise be our and Jesus, our Lord and Savior. I'm flicking some water at my computer screen. Ah, shit! Nothing works now. Oh, what does Pinnacle's beak do again? 1d6. What the hell?
Okay. Oh, nice.
You're making me do math.
Yes, it makes sense that a bird would do a lot of damage to fish.
She's hurting pretty badly, but she ain't down. Who's next here? You, Tenacity.
Okay, so the axe. I'm gonna probably call the axe back and see if I can get it to hit the mermaid on the way. So I kind of try and move a little bit and aim where it's coming back.
Okay, I
Does
had
that
a
work?
picture.
Or-
You know what? I'm gonna let it just simply because of cool factor. I had it more an idea of Thor's hammer, but you're using it more like Captain America's shield. But you know what? Why the hell not? It goes out one turn, comes back the next. You have an equal chance to hit. Because you're some barbarian savant that
Well,
knows trigonometry.
Well, I thought that it was it flew past her and then was still flying, and then I kind of just try and bring it back or something. So, and I mean, I think I'd still know a little bit about where arrows fly and stuff by feel. So
Yeah.
Warriors
know a little bit
instinct
about
and all
that.
that, right?
Yeah, like I said, I had it pictured whereas it would go out, hit, and come back really quickly, but it does make more sense for it to do a round trip.
yeah, it did. It missed, so it would probably still be flying, and then yeah. So I try and just kind of aim it so where it comes back to my hand, and it hits her along the way.
You know what? You guys are supposed to be heroes, so I'm not going to give you a negative or anything. So, go for it.
All right. Oh, that didn't work.
Another DM would be giving you a penalty, but I'm not going to. You do manage to catch it.
Okay. But did it miss the mermaid?
Or maybe the momentum knocks you off your feet for a minute. I don't know.
No, I don't think it hits that hard, given she's a barbarian.
Oh, that's right.
Like, she's a tiefling and a barbarian, whereas you, I might actually say, maybe. But,
Oh, right. Little gnome.
well, who knows?
Well,
Maybe.
it makes sense that would happen. She's still getting used to her new weapon, so.
It's just
No, because
speculation.
you rolled some pretty good numbers when you were figuring it out. So, where are we? There we are. The lerp. The lerp is basically gonna follow you,
Lerp.
and the one who is attacking you is now another puddle on the beach.
Oh,
The
thank you, my friend Slurp.
no
You're
problem,
the
my
greatest
friend.
friend among us.
No problem, my friend. I'm here to help. Let's see. The mermaids definitely perceive the tenacity is the biggest threat, but that misses, and I know it for sure.
Oh yeah, they don't know about the alert you said.
He's only small. They just, I guess, they see their sisters dropping, where they're too concentrating on you to figure out. Oh, this little bugger is giving us a real hard time. But anyways, we're going to go back to the top of combat.
Alright.
And Gundark and Scales are still sleeping.
We
Scales is sleeping?
Oh, I'm sorry, no.
Squee.
Gun,
Squee is the
Gundark-
one that's sleeping.
Gundark and Squeeze.
this sleep.
Yep. And then Scales is up.
Okay. I don't know how far Scales is away from one of the fish, but maybe I'll have. I guess I'll have Scales play defense and go for the one closest to us. But I don't know if he's within biting distance or not.
I'll let him get in biting distance. Snakes can be pretty quick.
Oh yeah, they can be.
We decided he was a viper, right? Yeah, they can attack from a decent distance. And what are we going to do? I will make him go after one of the free ones, because he'd obviously be more pissed off with them, since the ones that were grabbing you were eliminated.
Yeah.
So, roll for Scales. It has to beat 11.
Alright. Oh,
Nope, that's definitely a hit. Roll 1d4 for me.
well, pretty solid start.
Yep. And that would be the first round hit. Where do we go from there? We go to you, Tarkarian.
Tarkarian's feeling a little bit huffy, so he's gonna. Would it be possible to shoot a barrage of arcane missiles, one of them hitting with all of them headed towards different merfolk dragons?
Do you mean...
Michael, can you turn up your mic a bit? I can't hear you again.
How about now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Do you mean magic missile?
Yeah, the magic missiles.
Okay.
Yes. Would it be possible for
I
me to?
attack the darkness.
Would it be possible to try that where Tarkarian shoots some barrage of magic missiles, one of them going for a different merfolk that's dragging Gundark and Squee away?
Yep, and you get 3 missiles, so...
Yeah, so that'd be three merfolk I'm aiming for.
So there's 2, 4, 5 left. 2 each on Gundark and Squee, and 1 that Scales just poisoned.
Ooh. Pretty good.
Yeah, I decided the poison made the game more fun.
I was thinking about that too. Maybe it'd be an off chance that Scales could get some poison dots. But wasn't sure. So let me see how this worked again. I'll have the spell book right here.
It's 1d4 for each automatic hit. Well, sorry, 1d4 plus 1.
Alright.
So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. So 1 each to Gundark and to Squee, and then there's 1 left over.
Oh, did I do that wrong?
No, it's easy. Like, the second one you did right. The first one I'll just add 1 to. So this one is going to be at 4. This one is going to be at 3.
Oh, this is actually my first one. The last D4 was for Scales of Spite.
Oh, it was?
More.
Okay, sorry. Well,
Yeah, so let's do another D4.
you know what? It's the same result as the last one.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah, it's the last magic missile. I'm still trying to figure out who you're going to beam with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you probably wouldn't be aiming that much.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, no, you can aim a magic missile as an automatic hit, but there's
okay.
two on Gundark, 2 on Squee, and 1 left over. So the 3 missiles. You tell me where the next one's going to.
Okay. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, the second one's going to go for one of the ones on Squee because the first one hit.
Do you want to hit the same one, or?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's hit the same one.
Okay,
Try to slow them down a bit.
she goes down.
And the third one will go for one of the ones on Gundark.
Okay. And that one goes down. Cool. Makes my life easier. And next round to Tenacity.
All right. So the one in front, there's still one free, right?
There's still 1 free that's been actually, yeah, there's 1 free that's been poisoned by Scales. And you have 1 of each that are still trying to pull Gundark and Squee off.
Okay, how far is the free one? Can I just like run at her with my axe, or would it be better to try the throwing axe again? I mean, which would be faster?
Actually, that's a very good question, because technically you would drop your throwing axe and use an action to pull out your axe. But
I already had out my axe because I used it to cut the net.
yes, but here's the interesting thing. Your axe automatically returns to you, so technically it doesn't cost an action.
No, the big axe. I used
Yeah.
the big axe to cut the net. So
Yeah.
I don't have it out when I was throwing the other one.
Yeah, no, you do. You do. That's what I'm saying. But the interesting thing is the actual action economy doesn't account for this. And I'm thinking, because you can't drop it, because it'll just come back to you. But you do need both hands for your axe.
Oh yeah, because that one's a two-handed axe. That's true.
Yeah. I
Okay.
am going to allow all this, but I'll have to figure that out. That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
So right now,
Interesting.
rule of cool, it works.
I just like I try and bring my big hands like around the axe and the big axe, so try to get it that way.
I imagine it has a strap on it like Thor's does, so just
Yeah,
leave it
maybe.
dangling.
Yeah, do that. Okay, so I'll just. How far is she in front of me? Is she like a foot or?
They were all, for lack of better, they didn't really plan this out aside from, putting everybody to sleep and dragging them into the water. So they're all pretty close together. Whichever one you say, I'm going to say, yeah, you're able to get to it.
Okay, so I'll probably just go for the. Well, you know what? I think. Well, no, I'd probably run past the free one. Okay, I'll get the free one.
Okay, roll it.
Oh.
Yeah,
And then +3 too. So no, +2. I forgot to put the +2 there.
yep. Still not a natural 20. Too bad. Scales Venom just never had a chance. And after that, it's the Lerp deciding to...
Deciding who of his friends he shall help.
He helps Squee.
Nobody likes Gundar.
He would be upset with you, but he's asleep. Okay.
Best of last.
So, the last one is the one on Gundark. So she can't really make an attack, which brings us back to Gundark's initiative, which doesn't happen. Squee is happy and sleeping away. Scales goes.
Scales just give that fish person another bite.
No, that one's dead. There's only one left on Gundark.
Oh yeah. Would it require an action for Scales to get to biting distance of this one?
Again, no, they just kind of put nets on you and drag you away. There's no real order. It's not like a battle formation where they have set spacing. They're just
Okay.
a bunch of women who thought that they could do their family proud and capture some extra slaves.
Okay. Well,
Do they have like magic to help everybody breathe underwater? Because I'm like, wouldn't they just drown everybody?
I didn't plan ahead on that, but there is a section in the monster manual. And I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm not going to allow them to get in there and drown.
Okay.
Again, more powerful than God in this universe.
Well, the gods,
Yeah.
right? There's more than one god.
oh my god. So
And-
I'll have Scales make a lunge for the last
Yep.
remaining fish person.
Yep. Who's tugging away at Gundark because he's heavy.
D20 to see if the snake gets it or not.
Yep. 1d20 to see if he gets it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Roll me a 1d4.
Oh shoot. There you go, Scales.
And 1 poison damage. And infect gives it a -1/-1. No, kidding.
Poison counters. I was just about to ask.
It is a poison counter for the purpose of the game because I did actually mark it down.
Sure. It all fits.
Sorry, Liz. We promise we're going to do these references no matter what, but we're trying not to.
Fine. It's fine. I just, you know, I won't understand them or something, but you know.
Yeah.
If you explain them when it's necessary, you know, it's okay. But if you just make a reference or whatever, it'll just be like, okay, you guys can just go be nerds together.
Well, poison encounter is pretty self-explanatory, but Tarkarian is your actual turn. Nothing on you.
Oh, there's only one fish person left.
So Tarkarian's woken up, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
well, he's not really 100% woken up, but he's still ready enough to do battle.
Okay.
But give him a cup of coffee or let him go back and have a sleep. I was actually thinking about putting a negative on him, but I'm not that kind of DM.
I appreciate
Oh.
that. Yeah. I have oh, there's only one fish person left. Otherwise, I would have tried this other spell I've been wanting to try. So,
Well, you had that, what was that, Holy Ray against the undead? What do you have? Anti-water trying to kill the fish people?
actually,
Poseidon quivers before him.
oh god.
Hey.
I love that vine.
I do not have the entire thing memorized. I will admit that.
No problem. But I think, just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna try and freeze the last fish with a ray of frost.
Clever. I'm gonna have to read.
Well, I'm not really thinking about type effectiveness here or anything. I just wanna.
You just want to
I just
piss.
thought-
You just want to piss me off and make me read. Yeah, I get it. Well, no, I just because it's a ray of frost. It does. It's going to be really effective against them. I'm just like, do they become a popsicle afterwards, or?
From what
'Cause
I have,
I got-
it's just
Yeah, because it's the aftermath I want to deal with.
all right. Got some decisions to make.
Roll it and tell me what you get.
And that's assuming this thing will end.
Well, a rays of freezing air and projects. Sorry, a ray of freezing air and ice projects from the character's pointing finger. Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to point? The character must succeed at a ranged touch attack with a ray to deal damage to a target. Gee, that was really helpful for me. Okay, so you do freeze the fish. That-
See how.
And you know it's under. Yeah, one d4.
Yeah. Guess the freeze might as well just be the bigger effect here.
I'm gonna call it and say, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because why not?
Well,
Um,
I was just kind of cracking a joke there. If it works, it'll
Kraken by the sea. Ha ha ha.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that one. You got me there, Jeff.
So-
Fish, oh my. I like this thing.
If you ask the Yellow Brick Road, no. Where were we? Okay, so you. Well, what the hell? I'm gonna make her into a statue for a short period of time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It was frozen today.
Oh God, Frozen.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Let it go.
I was doing a different movie quote, but yeah, sure. I was frozen today.
okay, so all the movie quotes aside, because yeah, I think everybody's sick of puns at the moment. No, we're not. Never. So
Right.
you have a sleeping Gundark and a sleeping Squee.
And did we get all the mermaids, or?
Oh yeah, they're done. I was thinking about bringing reinforcements, but I was looking at the time and thinking this is already dragging on long enough. Well,
All right.
there's not a lot of interactivity during combat, so I'm conscious of that. And if there's no interactivity, there's no point to the story.
Okay.
So I'm just like, yeah, I was gonna bring another 4 out of the water, but nah.
All right. So I'm gonna go over and help Tarkarian out of his net first. Are you all
Yeah.
right, my friend?
Tarkarian already got himself out of the net.
Oh, okay. All right. So
The assistance
let's go help the
is-
others.
Yeah, let's get.
And Tarkarian, you're still feeling pretty woozy. Like you could definitely nap.
Oh, I don't-
And once the adrenaline wears off, you will probably need to nap.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to roleplay this now.
Are you all right,
I can-
smart friend? Are you all right?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Let's probably be quick about this. I don't know how much longer I'll.
All right. Well, we're gonna go over and help our.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and help our other friends here. A small friend and even an even smaller friend.
I'll
You
help
need
best
better
I can.
you need better names.
I need better names. I just no. Steely friend. A friend who likes to steal. The very small friend. I don't
And
know.
that's
I'll think on that.
Wouldn't the LERP be the very, very small friend?
Yeah,
very
that's
small.
what I was thinking too.
Very small.
I was gonna say small, smaller, and smallest friend, but then but it was like, I don't think she would know that. It would just be the small friend, the very small friend, and the very, very small friend. I don't know. I'll do homework on that.
Just call yourself
Alright.
Team Fun Sized or something like that.
I'm like the only one that's actually big, and everybody else is so small.
You're a tiefling. It's not like tieflings are giant or anything.
I know, but I'm still taller than everybody
He's the
else.
tallest
Like,
in the
it's
group,
just-
and I think
It's
that's
so
all that
funny how all
matters.
the people on this team are so small.
We're all just
I feel left out.
They all ask you to get stuff off the shelf for them.
Yeah.
Ah,
Alright,
I should have thought of that weeks ago to roleplay. Can you get that off the shelf for us?
treated this way. But yeah, Tarkarian's still got a little oomph left in him, so I'm gonna try and at least get the
I
nets
can't
up
hear
on
you,
my-
Mike.
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you a little bit better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I think my mic might have gotten a bit far from my mouth there. That's fine.
Okay, well my sound's not completely up here on my computer. Maybe that's what was going on.
No, I was having trouble hearing him too, but the difference is I could, and I've been on enough conference calls in my day, turn it up. It is up, and
Okay.
that's why I'm trying not to be a jerk about it. I can still hear him, and I can still function.
Okay.
Yeah, I just couldn't hear him at all.
Yeah. No, it
No
was.
problem.
It wasn't perfect, but nothing ever is.
Yeah, it is an old mic, I guess. Plus, I'm speaking kind of soft. But,
So Mike's using an old mic.
yeah, I guess so.
Mike and his old
Motorbike.
Mike.
On a
Alright.
motorbike.
I hope it doesn't burn out on us.
Ugh. I don't think it will. I'm hoping not. But yeah, Tarkarian still has a little bit of oomph left in him, so he's gonna try and get Squee out of there.
Yep. They're nets,
Alright.
using. Provided you don't want to keep them for anything, you can just simply cut them open, or
I
you
will
can
go
struggle.
for thief friend, and you can go for the for this
Pointy.
easily frightened friend.
Pointy eared friend. Sure, I'll get Squee out. Don't mess up Gundark too much in your attempts.
Yeah, it's a net. It's easy. You both succeed. Just
Just
I pick up Gundar with the net, like on either side, and just like dump him out.
I think your strength is high enough to do that. I mean,
No, I'm just like, that's what I'm picturing, like her picking up the net on
Yeah,
either
that
side, and then just like bring her hands down, grabbing the bottom of the net, and just flipping Gundark out.
I actually was wondering in my head if you weren't just going to drag him back in the net and say it's safer that way.
either way would have worked. But
So
Tarkiri,
when Gundark hits the ground, he's mommy, and then goes back to sleep.
All right, he is not awake. I tried to wake him, but he is still not awake.
you're right. He's just as heavy a sleeper as he is a dwarf. Come on, Squee, let's get you out of here.
How close is the water? Is like the tide coming in, or?
That's actually a good.
The tide is not a danger to you at present, and from what you can see, like you have hours before it becomes one.
Okay.
And
I was just thinking of Tenacity just grabbing him by the back of his shirt and just dragging him up the beach.
you could do that. Remember, you're a big, strong barbarian.
Well, I would. Well, you know what? I'll do that anyway. Just drag him towards the cart because I want to see if there's anything in the cart.
Question though is, depending on what happens with Squee here, I wonder if I could test out this other this other spell I chose. But we'll see. Let's see about getting Squee out of the net first.
Yep, you succeed.
Thieving friend, we shall go to we shall see what is in the caravan.
Cold. He's gonna be really pissed off when he wakes up.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's nothing in there. I haven't rolled on the chart yet. But if there's nothing in there, he's still gonna be pissed off. We were able to loot and I wasn't there.
Oh, that'd be the perfect interaction.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going over to the cart, gypsy cart.
Yep. Here, let's just let Tarkarian figure out what he's doing with Squee, because it's a little easier for you than it is for him.
Yeah,
Team.
that brings me to a rather technical question here. How much does Squee weigh? Because I have a spell here that gives me 5 pounds worth of telekinetic power, but I don't know if I can do that with Squee here.
No, Goblin is way more than 5 pounds.
I figured. Have to figure something else out.
Is that Tensor's floating disk?
What's that?
Is that Tensor's floating disk? Or Mage Hand?
Mage Hand, I'm sorry. I should specify.
Mage Hand is ridiculously useful.
Yeah, that's why I chose it. I was hoping to try it out here.
I was playing a Warlock, and not a very lawful friendly kind of Warlock. But the characters had all just met at a pub. I wasn't running the campaign.
Sure.
And there were rival gangs all in the pub, so my character summoned Mage Hand, grabbed a pitcher of beer from one table, threw it in the other table's face, and started a fight.
That's exactly what I would have done. I approve.
That was like 10 minutes into the game, and like the DM is just being, well, how are you planning to get to the point where you're supposed to meet? I don't know. Do I see this guy? Yes, I follow him. And now you're sitting in a pub. Okay, then I'm going to cause shit. I'm a warlock. We signed our souls over to the devil. That's part of the pact.
A neutral warlock at that. But yeah, I do have Mage Hand as one of my level zeros. So
it is incredibly useful.
Did I send you my updated list here of all my spells and stuff?
If you did, I missed it, but
I'll be sure to post it here in the chat again too. That way we're up to date while we're doing this. So I need to figure out what to do.
Okay,
I can try to comedically drag Squee, but I'm just going to be standing in one place struggling on a goblin foot for a bit, huh?
And the sand makes that really a problem. Okay,
Tarkarian hates sand. It's coarse, it's rough.
Rough, it gets everywhere.
Alright, hang on a sec. Let me put this up here while we're chatting. So,
I imagine
curse my Nomus.
you're going to be struggling for a little bit, and by that time, Tenacity has already made it back to the.
Here we go.
Yep, has already made it back to the cart.
Curse my Nomus stature. How much have you eaten, Squee?
So all those mushrooms makes him appear heavier.
Tarkarian is rather woozy still too, and the adrenaline is slowly starting to fade.
So Tenacity, you get Gundark back to a reasonable prone position.
All right.
You want to check out the cart?
Yes.
Roll 1d4 for me, because I'm trying to figure out how many rolls I'm going to give you on my fun table. Three rolls. So, 1d20 3 times.
I think I can do it this way, right?
3d20.
No, that's not how you do that. Okay.
Oh, all right.
No, it's 3d20. 3 dice of 20.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, let's deal with the 12. What do you get? Nothing. It would be a clue scroll if I had that set up, but 1. You get a health potion.
Cool.
And 17, nothing.
All right. So we
Not
got a
too
health
bad.
potion.
Get a little HP out of that. Ah,
So I put that in my bag.
Yep. You
Oh,
guys,
well.
guys remember that you have health potions, right?
I think I have it noted here.
Yeah, because like when you're in combat and you get in trouble, you can drink one of those and get back up.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we haven't been in that much trouble yet.
Oh, I-
knock on wood.
I had that. I only have 1 potion of healing in here, but I haven't used it.
No,
But
we're
I'll
definitely given another.
I'll make another slot here for it then.
We have the berries too.
Yep.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I
that-
think actually I'm gonna grab one of the berries and eat that now so I can return to full health.
Yep. Well, you're gonna have a long rest anyway, so that will return you to full
Okay.
health. I'm lazy. A long rest returns you to
Sure.
Okay.
full,
Well, I only
Which-
have like 7 damage, so
which they made
Oh,
another funny skit about, but
I know a Tarkirian could try here when it gets back to him.
well, your friend is gonna spend, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes searching because it's a cart. There's not that many places you can hide
Yep.
stuff.
Maybe
So,
Tark.
give me what you're doing for 5 minutes aside from just dragging it.
I was actually just gonna if Tarkirian's within calling distance, I was gonna see if he can call the Lerp to help him carry Squee. Because I know the Lerp is absurdly strong.
Thlurp says, okay. And yeah, the two of you are easily able to lift Squee together.
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks for helping us back there. You're a real lifesaver.
So what do you want to do now?
all right. So we were still thinking about trying to see the Well of Eyes, but
I think Tarkirian's about to tap out here, so
all right.
Wonder if
Well,
you
I
could-
guess everybody's just going to take a nap, I guess.
Okay.
I just like put him down and get like a blanket and just put it on.
That's what
Put
we're
it on.
playing. No backseat.
Put it on
okay?
Gundark. It was
actually,
in the Dipsy tent. Or better, I just rip apart from the cart and just put it on.
you just rip off. You just
rip off a wall
drape.
of the cart.
You rip off one of the draperies and then just plop it on Gundark.
Yeah.
Why does my blanket smell like fish? Don't worry about it.
Okay, we're gonna go for a 30-second break,
Okay.
but I'll give you a little something to entertain you.
What you got?
Well, I need to get some water. So.
Yep.
Well,
Okay, back in a
Grab some
second.
while I grab something. What the heck is this?
Okay, Lavinia, let's go through this one more time. If a book looks cursed, it probably has a curse, or it's jinxed or something.
Right.
Right, so what do we do?
Check it for traps.
Yes, what do we not do?
Throw it at Jelinith and say catch.
Correct. Now, I think we got pretty messed up. So, Demikos, is Walgrim okay?
No. I, Bargrim, vow to avenge my brother.
Oh, for goodness sake. Fine. Theron, start setting... Oh, sorry. Ovak, set up camp.
No. That's my thing.
Yeah, normally, but you got messed up in that fight more than almost anybody else.
No, I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Perfectly fine. You were knocked unconscious.
Yeah, and then I rolled a nat 20, and now I'm back on 1 HP. What's the problem?
I don't know what that is. What do you mean?
Then I got really lucky, and now I'm clinging on to life just fine.
Exactly. So you shouldn't wander into the wilderness where you could be killed by all manner of creatures. Ovak should do it.
No. I'm a valued member of this party, and I'll set up the camp, thank you.
But you'll have to chop wood, set up the tents, start a campfire,
Yeah, and?
and you're almost dead.
I'll have you know that there is nothing in the rules that says I have to act any differently just because I'm on low HP.
What if you need to kill a deer? Okay. What if you need to investigate the area for a safe clearing?
We are a quarter-mile southeast of the river crossing. There's a pack of migrating deer 600 paces to the west, and looks like about 4 days ago a pack of orcs came through this area. Any other questions?
What if you need...
Look, just face it. I'm every bit as good on 1 HP as I am on full health. If you don't like it, take it up with the game designers, okay? I shouldn't have to act any differently just because of your need for immersion.
I can think of one downside.
What? Ah! Why would you... Ah. Shit.
He's annoying me. That should shut him up for the night.
Well, technically, page 198 of the Player's Handbook, I'll be conscious again in 1d4 hours, so...
We'll see.
Hi there.
That's a pretty good vid.
Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
Welcome back. I guess that would depend on the DM how the 1 HP treatment would go, huh?
It doesn't make any sense. It's just the way it works.
Sure.
I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. Because my original idea works, but I somehow left out the notes for that segment.
What segment?
Well, you meet somebody in a rather peculiar way, and they kind of help you to find your way more of where you're going and being vague on purpose.
Ah.
But let's do it the simple way. Deal with the problem on the table and then worry about what happens next.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys all wake up about twilight because you're getting hungry.
All right. Too
Now-
bad we couldn't eat some of that mermaid flesh because it's all burned down. Or no, wait, we killed some of them, so maybe we can still eat like the tail part of the mermaids. Can we do that?
Well, there's nothing in the rule book that says you can't.
Might as well
Okay,
make,
maybe just go.
might as well make use of the fish around here, you know.
I mean, none of us would really be cannibalizing, though. I mean, because even with the human half, well, technically, are tieflings even half human? I don't think they are.
They're usually the offspring of something and a demon.
Okay.
My problem is, like, the tail of the darn thing would take forever to cook.
Oh,
Well, I could just grab the axe, cut it off, and then just kind of cut it into strips or something.
I have this lovely little dish that I've learned about from the academy. Something called sushi. I don't know. Just trying to add some humor here.
Yeah, and well, I guess as an alchemist, you would probably have vinegar on you, so you could make it in the true traditional manner.
Well, I'm an elf.
But there you are. So twilight comes down, no sparkling, and
There it is. Yep.
you're sitting
Let's
around.
go for that.
Are you using the cart as some sort of base, or are you using your own stuff? Like it's a cart, but
I think I would still probably use the card, or at
I
least
would
be
too.
near the card or something.
Yeah, like either inside the card or just outside of it. But
No, I just threw Gundark into the card.
oh man.
Gundark's gonna be so bruised and mad when he wakes up.
well, he is.
I'm so mean to Gundark.
Everybody's waking up at about this time, so you just woke him up.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, I didn't mean. I meant earlier. I threw
Okay.
him into the cart.
Before the rest.
In that case, since you're outside the cart, you hear a lot of scuffling.
Looks like Gundark finally woke up.
You're all right in there, thieving friend.
Why, yes, it's quite wonderful in here.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, not sarcastic at all. My feet aren't touching the sand because it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Oh,
And you hear something fall. Oops.
Gundark. Be careful in there. You don't know where that's been.
Oh, trust me, I'm being very careful, very selective of what I touch, you might say.
Well, there used to be the fish people, so who would I be to stop it? Is that fish statue still there?
What fish? Oh yeah, the mermaid.
Is that frozen fishsicle still there?
Well, do you want to go check?
Well, yeah, maybe just to double tap it, if anything.
Double tap. Zombieland reference.
So you head in, and Gundark literally looks like you caught the cat with the mouse. Just pale-faced and staring at you with wide eyes.
Whatever, it was an enemy's cart. You can do whatever you want in here.
Woohoo! Plunder!
Next thing you know, Gundark's just bouncing all over the cart, just making this and that and everything.
Dude, yeah, honestly, I don't care. You've been through enough. Go ahead. This is the enemy's cart. Go ahead. I'll let you go this once. This is the cart of our enemies.
You're treating him like
It deserves it.
Yes. It's like mommy is just saying, yeah, okay, mommy will let you go this time.
Well, I'm the one that usually has to drag Gundark away from stuff.
Yeah.
No, bad Gundark.
It's great. But yeah, fish people.
He sticks his head out just to make sure this is okay.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
Next thing you know, he ends up finding more loot than you did. It's like, what the heck? Why don't you share? I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying he's taking the pills.
Sure.
He's taking the ice cube trays. What kind of a psycho takes the ice cube trays? I cleaned that up a little bit, but true lies.
Sure.
And as you're sitting there waiting for your fish to roast,
Yes.
This is the hard part. This is the hard part to transition. Because I wrote it badly. Okay. I didn't write it that badly. I'm just. Oh, when you wake up, you still have a chill on you. You know, it doesn't look cold, but well, Tenacity doesn't feel any chill at all. But anybody who is drugged, they feel like that.
Still some after effects, maybe.
Yeah, just a little.
And what?
As the sun starts to go down, there's these weird metallic clanks in the woods. They're far away, but you can definitely hear them.
Do you hear that? Hey, smart friend. Do you hear that?
Oh, I hear them all right, but I can't say I've heard anything like it before.
Squeals and jumps into the cart with Gundark.
Hey, Squee.
Gundark accidentally tries to steal Squee.
Squee, you okay? Did you
Squee,
hear
what did you hear? Do you hear that? It seems you did. But what do you hear? Do you hear clanking as well?
Squee hear bad noise.
Was it what kind of bad noise?
Metallic clanking.
Many moons ago, when kobolds come for Squee's village, we hear the same noise at night. They came, they killed my parents, and they kill everyone I know.
Dear. And you said kobolds? I thought there wasn't it orcs that hurt your family, or?
Orcs, kobolds, all the same. They all like to hurt Squee.
All right. Well, maybe we're seeing a kobold there. Let's.
So in other words, it's.
This
stay on
metallic.
guard. See if it's coming. See if it's coming this way.
This metallic clanking is definitely different from when you heard the orcs.
All right.
It's more singular.
Oh, it is coming alone.
Okay, so there's only one of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's stay on our guard here.
We should probably start getting ready to move, right?
Yeah. Let's get ready to see what's coming.
Yep. I think it's time to pack it up here. Get ready for anything.
Maybe we can surprise him by thinking that we're not aware. Let's just keep watching the fish.
Yeah, we do have some uncooked fish to finish.
So we're just gonna wait and see. Wait for this thing to show up if it's
If coming
show up.
this way, we're gonna try and just hide in plain sight, I guess, and
Yeah. That's
see
what
what
I
he
was
does.
After what seems like a while, you hear it stop, dead. And then, just as you're starting to enjoy your fish supper, you start to hear music like a flute being played.
thinking.
Flute. What's
Music.
that melody? It sounds. Tarkirian looks in the direction where the noise is coming from.
Roll versus your intelligence.
16 or higher, huh? 16 or lower?
Yep.
Yeah, that's got a lot of stuff open here. Let's see.
So do I. You do recognize the tune. It's a common folk song used by barbarians, but not necessarily Tenacity's barbarians. You met a couple of them at school.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember the lyrics exactly, but it was something about I'm lost and a long way from home.
Oh.
Hmm.
Tenacity, this song, it's
Do you recognize it?
I do. It sounds like one of your fellow barbarians used to play this. Not exactly of your tribe, but I've heard
I don't believe I recognize it.
it's not of your. It's not necessarily of your tribe, but a couple of barbarian students I used to study with, one of them used to play this tune. Apparently, it's something that it's a song about someone trying to find their way home. I wonder if this person is lost.
Send a code or something. Is this person trying to ask us to go help him, or does he know we're here, or he or she? Don't know what they are.
I think I'd like to, I could possibly sneak a little closer to get a look. And
That's
just be ready for anything in case it. Just be ready
I'll follow
for
you
anything
a
in
little
case
bit behind
things
here.
go south. Appreciate that. Let's go see what's happening over there. As Tarkirian finishes his last fish bite.
As any kind of forest that you go into, it is a bit dark, but you don't think it's too far in. Like maybe a 10-15 minute walk to get to wherever this is.
Last we heard, the noise stopped around here. And we look around the area.
All right. Be careful. Be careful, my friend. Don't know who or what is out there.
Yep. We don't know either. But whatever it is, if it's playing that song, I'm hoping that we can.
Might just be asking for help. Maybe.
I'll try calling out. Hello? Is anyone here?
The flute music goes quiet, but you see a small light off in the distance.
That song you're playing, are you in need of assistance? I kind of recognize it. I want to help if we can.
No reply.
Tarkirian looks over.
Want to go closer?
Yeah, just be on your guard. But let's get a
Sure,
little
sure.
closer.
I have my axe with me.
We mean no harm. Hopefully you don't either. As we get a little closer to the light.
You come out into a clearing, and there is a light radiating from a cave.
Their cave. Well, we made it this far. Might as well see where this goes. Shall we then? So we venture into the cave.
You venture down into the cave. There's some steps that have been cut out of it. And when you reach the bottom, it opens up. And on one side, there's a young man with blonde hair and blue eyes that is kind of strapped to, not a cross, but, a cross timber kind of thing.
Is it like one of those, oh no, it's not one of those things. How would he be able to play the flute otherwise?
Oh, quite simply. You could play the flute without touching it.
Oh, that's true.
Gust of wind and mage hand.
Oh, true. But you know what I was thinking about, right? It's those old wrist and head.
Gallows?
No, not the gallows. It's that old It's like that old wooden head and wrist strap that they put the guy on, so where it latches onto your neck and your wrists, and they just kind of.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I called it the gallows for some reason. That's not the right word. Or whatever. I don't know.
It's not exactly what I was thinking of, but now that you mentioned it, I love the idea, so that's going to be it.
Okay. I'm not sure what it's called.
Stockade.
Stockade.
Okay,
is that
thank
thing's
you.
called?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And right before him is a scroll.
Hello? Are you the one?
You're alive, sir.
He looks at you with his big blue eyes, blinks, and motions down to the scroll.
I guess he wants us to get the scroll. Right. You probably would be able to read it better than me, friend. You will go ahead and get that scroll there.
I will
If
get
you would
that
like.
scroll, my friend. Let's have a look at this thing. Tarkirian goes over to the scroll and opens it,
You know what?
peering at its contents.
Just a second. How far down are you? I'm not going to bother with it.
Are you guys still there?
Yep.
I'm here.
Okay. You guys just went quiet there.
Well, I'm typing to Mike on Facebook so he can read what the scroll says and then decide how he's going to relay it to you.
Sure. I was just wondering if everyone was still there.
I made that up.
Over here.
I made that up 2 minutes ago. So
Oh, okay.
it originally had a really nice whole poetry and everything, and it's shit.
Oh, yeah, this is... I see you trying to go for something cryptic here. How am I...
Haven't you guys realized that you guys, just shouldn't trust children in this world?
Well, it wasn't a child. This is just a young man. You said it wasn't a child.
He's 8 to 10 years old.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
that's not really a young man. That's a child. You said
That's-
young man.
I
So
call
I'm
my
thinking like a teenager.
I call my daughter young lady all the time. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's fair.
Maybe different connotations
Wait a sec,
between
this
Canada
name,
and...
it looks... Yeah. Tarkirian furrows his brow as he tries to make sense of what is on the scroll.
The one time I give you something that you can read.
No, I can
What
read.
does it say, my friend?
I can read it out loud.
No, I was feeling bad for weeks because I'm like, Tarkirian's the literate one, and I never give him anything he can read.
Oh,
Like, what a waste of a skill. But
it says here, I am Damien Darkwood. I was the past. I am the future. Follow me and know joy. Cross me and the world cries. Oh boy.
Suppose that
Darkwood.
means that man there.
Are you Damien Darkwood, friend?
he shakes
Tarkirian looks.
he shakes his head yes.
What
So
are
that would be
you-
Nods' head.
Nods his head yes.
Sorry, just
No,
I knew what you meant. I just
no.
You were.
that's the writer in me or teacher in me or whatever.
I blame it with hanging it with Filipinas that I have to correct their grammar all day long.
So, what are you? How'd you get down here? Did someone take you?
He nods his head yes.
Hmm.
You are the past and the future. Are you like some? What does that make you? Some sort of oracle? How much do you? Well, are you like an oracle?
He kind of shrugs his shoulders.
Can you tell us the future?
Shakes his head no.
All right.
Are you able to look into the past?
He kind of furrows his brows and looks at you a little bit funny.
It says here on the scroll that you were the past and you are the future. So I guess kind of my line of reasoning here. But you cannot speak, I see.
He nods his head yes.
Have you been eating too much food tonight, DM?
Not bitter, why do you ask? Shut up and solve the bloody riddle.
All right. Well, I wouldn't know. This is smart friends work.
Like, he
Says-
could break him out of the stockade or not. You don't know.
So
Well.
he said that he's Darkwood, he's the past and present. Can you read that again to me, friend? It might be
I
some
am-
riddle.
I am Damien Darkwood. I was the past. I am the future. Follow me and know joy. Cross me and the world cries. In other words, don't get on this guy's bad side, I guess.
Are we sure it means cross like
No.
that cross or?
It's not a cross, it's a stockade.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been funny in that context. But yeah. You look like you need. Looks rather uncomfortable. Why don't we see about getting you out of the stockade, and maybe we could figure things out from there, Damien?
He vigorously nods his head yes.
Alright. Well, let's. Tenacity, you think you could, is there a lock on this thing that we could probably just break off?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll go over and break the lock.
Yep, she
I'll
Hulk
do
out
that.
and
Tenacity trounces.
so given your strength and these locks do not look in very good condition, you rip them off with a bit of effort, but not much. And Damien runs out and gives you a hug.
Oh,
Welcome. friend. I just kind of pat him on the shoulder, a little surprised by the hug, but
Yeah.
all right.
And then he gives Tarkarian a hug.
Ah, well met, Damien, as I pat him on the shoulder with my gnomish arm. So, I take it someone actually trapped you here.
He nods his head in the affirmative.
What did these people, what did your captors want with you?
He shrugs his shoulders.
I was the past, I am the future. Follow you and no joy. How long were these guys on your tail for? Do you know? Were they following you for long?
He holds up 3 fingers and points to his right, draws like a bow in the sky, and then stops at the other end.
3 days?
He nods his head yes.
Did they leave the scroll, or did you write that scroll? No, okay. No, I'll ask it this way. Yes or no?
I was actually having fun trying to figure out. I didn't want him to. I didn't want him to mock you, and at the same token, I wanted him to take you seriously. I'm just like, what does he do that's not a dick move? You know?
All right.
I was having fun with
try to
that.
ask it. Did the people that capture you write this scroll?
He shakes his head yes.
Nods his head yes.
He
Okay.
stops nodding. He's frowning at you.
Oh dear.
He
don't
opens
worry
his
about
mouth, and he has teeth like daggers.
Oh.
Damien. And he decides that he's going to give Tenacity a nice big hug. No, I'm kidding. He just nods. that's with a nod comment.
You know, now I'm just thinking about this. Let's see.
If he wasn't important later, I would have so done that.
I was thinking about this.
Oh. Freaking it.
Sure, why not?
Like when you mentioned his teeth being like daggers and stuff, for some reason this image came to mind.
An interesting.
I actually had more of
interesting horror film.
I had an anime vision of that in my head, but
Oh,
no problem.
very nice teeth you have there, sir.
My, what big teeth you have. So, these captors, Tarkarian glances over at Tenacity's armor. Don't take this the wrong way when I ask this. Did they kinda look like Tenacity? Armor-wise? Were you able to see anything on them?
he shakes his head no, but looks a little concerned.
Oh. I see you're a little apprehensive. You think we should go somewhere safer and talk about this?
Guess
He-
we're.
Yeah, because I was
I
about
guess we'll bring him back to our camp.
yeah, I was about
He
to
can have some. He can have some of our fishtail.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
because I was about to bring out the wolves. So
Oh,
he shakes his head quite vigorously and agrees to go with you.
alright,
Yeah.
Damien.
Would you like to go with us, friend? We can go back to our camp and have some great mermaid's tail.
Yeah, I hope you like fish. We got plenty of it right now. Tarkarian says as he pockets the scroll.
So your event
Let's
back
get
to
outta
camp is going back to camp is pretty unadventurous. Aside from you hear the howls of some wolves, but they're pretty far away. You come back and Squee and Gundark are still inside the wagon.
I kind of knock on it. Are you two all right in there? You
We're
didn't,
back.
Gundark, you didn't accidentally steal Squee, did you?
Actually, I just realized that, like, we don't know where Tenacity, or where Pinnacle or Scales were in that entire time. But, well, Scales would be around your wrist, but I don't think Pinnacle would fly at night unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
probably
perched on the
just.
cart. Maybe he's perched on the cart somewhere.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the cart is your new little home.
For now. I don't think we're gonna drag it around.
Well,
I'd be the one to have to drag it around. I am not dragging the cart around.
oh, it wasn't that. I was thinking about another spell I could pick up later.
Yeah, Tenacity and the Lerp just dragging the bloody.
Actually, I was thinking about. Well, I don't know if it'd be my place to share it yet. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think after I level up, there's a spell I could learn to possibly let us take the cart with us. But we'll see.
That's a little early to level up, though.
Yeah. Well, plus I don't know where we are on that, so we'll just go with the story.
So you get back, and I presume that you have a good night's sleep, unless there's something more that you want to have done.
I don't think so. We've already had our fill of fish meat.
So with full bellies and a mind full of questions, our adventurers fall asleep. And there was evening, and there was morning, and there was an 11th day I think we're on now.
Oh.
Gundark wakes you all up. Have you seen my bag?
Oh dear. Something happened to your bag?
What time is it? Bag? What bag? Oh, hang on, dark.
What happened to your bag?
I went to sleep on top of it as always. When I woke up, it was gone.
Oh,
Oh boy.
did someone try to pull you off of it while you were asleep?
No. Oh, and the Lerp is gone too. But my bag is missing.
The Lerp is gone?
The Lerp is also gone?
I said that, but my bag was full of all the stuff I looted from this place. Look, he shows part of the canvas where he tore it out with a knife and put it away. I stole everything I could.
Oh boy.
Perhaps what was in the bag got legs and walked away.
Unless the Lerp took it. I don't think he'd do that to us though, would he? Would he?
You don't understand. I need my bag.
Damien. Hey, Damien. Did you see anything?
He shakes his head no.
Are there any footprints around here?
Let's go look.
We're sitting on the sand, so perhaps we can look for any footprints.
Yeah. Let's go out and see if there's any.
You spend about 20-30 minutes looking, but there's nothing aside from you guys.
Where was your bag sitting? Was it on some sand? Perhaps it fell into some quicksand.
No, it was in the cart with me, with Squee, and why would they take my bag and not me?
The Lerp
Did someone get into the cart?
If they did, they'd have to have been really sneaky to do it. And if
Yes,
there's
the
no
door is very
footprints-
squeaky.
and if
I
there's
was
no
squeaking the
footprints-
door. I tried squeaking the door.
Or at least make
There's
the
no-
noise.
Good enough.
I don't know.
So Gundark says, no, it did not squeak like a dolphin.
Yeah, I suck at making squeak noises.
It's okay. I wasn't expecting brilliant voice work.
There you go.
Uh,
If there's no footprints, they either must have had a lot of time on their hands to cover it up, or they
They came
have wings.
from the cart. Does the cart have a magic door?
Now you got me curious.
It's like one of the stories they used to tell us about a magic wardrobe.
Wait, is that
Yes.
the? And Tarkirian
Gundark
forest
says,
exists?
I know that one. There's a lion in it, wasn't there?
Yeah, and
Yes,
there's
there was a lion and there was a fawn and there were a lot of reindeer.
There was a huge.
And there was this witch, just an utter witch.
Yes, I remember that story well. My mother used to tell it to me.
There's no way anything like that could exist here, could it? As I fiddle with my magic cloak, Oh boy, so
I'm making one of
Who
your.
knows? The world is full of magic.
I'm gonna make your robe produce Turkish delight if this goes on.
oh boy, I have to double check.
Well, I guess we
what the
shall
heck
check the
happened here?
cart. So I just go into the cart and start pushing on the walls.
Yeah.
I don't see anything here.
I'm a
Is
dick.
anything happening, DM?
I'm a dick. Roll 1d6.
Okay, what's gonna happen?
Is that for both of us then? I'm assuming.
Oh no, just tenacity because she's the
Okay.
She's the strongest.
Oh.
Ooh. You push through the side of the cart and fall out outside.
Oh no!
No damage.
Am I in that magical world?
Note to
I
self.
forget what it was called.
Miss-
Is it
Miss-
Narnia?
Mr. Tumnus.
Note to self: never get in the way of a tiefling and her treasure. Do you see anything over there? As he calls out to tenacity.
I don't see anything. It looks quite like the same.
What a shame.
I don't see a lamppost or anything. Whatever that is, I don't know what a lamppost is.
No wardrobes or anything. Those fish people certainly didn't take care of this cart, did they?
No.
Gundark says no, that was me.
Just as well.
Well, it seems like there are no magic doors. Is there a magic floor? I kind of just stomp on the floor a bit. Go back over to the cart and kind of stomp on it with one foot.
I'm pretty
a little bit. Trying not to break something this time, but might still do that.
I'm pretty sure
on the floor as well.
I'm pretty sure the floor is a lot stronger than the sides. So
Yep.
I only did that because I was taking a chance. Because you rolled 1 to 3, nothing would have happened. It would have only remained in my head.
Well, that was still. Tenacity needs to have something funny about after what happened to poor Tarkirian last time. Let Tarkirian let Tenacity have her funny moment.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're having good moments here too. But, Tarkirian kind of taps at the floor as well with his gnomish feet. Anything down there? Anything happen?
Doesn't seem like it. I kind of just go down and try to listen. Bonk, tap, 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 tap. It's hollow. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's up on the wheels.
Oh.
Oh wait, it's hollow. Oh wait, it's up on the wheels.
Damien tries to get your attention and points towards the woods.
Oh. Well, what is it, friend Damien?
Are you thinking that the
Now it's
perpetrator went that way?
Now it's a Lassie show. What's happening with Damien? Ruff, ruff.
What's that, boy? Jimmy fell down a while?
Did evil space kobolds from another dimension teleport in overnight and steal everything? Arf, arf. He's just nodding his head violently and pointing towards the forest, beckoning you.
Do you want us to follow you?
He nods his head yes.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna follow him.
Should I do some? guess I can have Tarkirian try to master his floating cloak a bit. I don't know if that would matter in terms of traversing. I'll just follow.
Not really, because you're going into the forest. So,
Okay.
like, unless you want to be Tarzan and swing easily from tree to tree, but you still got to do a acrobatics check.
Oh. I did.
Remember, you didn't quite master it because
Yeah, I
flying
know.
is harder.
Yep. So I'll just stay on the ground for now then. Stay low and follow Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Scales, Pinnacle.
All
Yes,
right.
they can follow with no problem.
Following the leader. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think Tenacity is the singing type.
You don't know. Maybe Vengeance is only her part-time hobby. That's for you, the player, to decide.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm deciding that. I'm deciding that she's not that kind of person.
All right.
You get about 10 minutes into the woods. It's easier going than you figure, almost as if you're following a trail, but you can't see like any footprints or anything.
Oh. I don't remember the woods being this navigatable.
Then
Is
you...
it different?
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say that was it, yeah. Have we been here before? No, we haven't. It seems like a nicer part of the area. Where are we headed, Damien?
He looks at you with his doll-like eyes.
Oh. Straight ahead, then.
You notice in the tree next to you, there's 2 owls.
Oh. Find some more feathered friends as we approach the owls. Hello?
Nothing.
Oh,
Because I don't feel like doing the hoo-hoo noise.
are the owls just staring at us the way Damien is?
Well, owls all kind of stare that way, so yes.
Do you know these owls,
Wait.
Damien? Damien, do you know these owls?
He shakes his head no. But
You know what kind of owls these are, smart friend?
This would be a perception check, wouldn't it?
it would.
I should like to roll a perception check to see if Tarkirian knows these owl types. If it works that way.
It would be against your wisdom, but
It'd be alright. Can I go ahead and roll?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm having a brain fart.
No, quite the opposite.
Oh no. I forget it's counterintuitive.
Yeah. Oh no, it's actually very intuitive compared to the way things used to be.
Oh. Noted.
Because, like, if you have a high wisdom and you have to roll over your wisdom to succeed, that's really shitty. Whereas
Yeah,
if you have
that's
a
true.
low wisdom and you roll high, then, it makes sense that you missed.
Yeah. I see.
You remember these owls? Look very much like Idrin and his friend Stormbind.
Hey. Where the heck have you two been? A lot's happened since we've last met, you know. Idrin? Stormbind? That you?
They fly away.
Oh,
Guess not.
perhaps it wasn't them.
They look so similar to them, though. Tarkirian says with an exaggerated teary-eyed face.
Again with the anime.
Yeah.
I really just
That's just
included them to see if you remembered them.
unfortunately, time has caused things to happen, but I know it's been a while since we've seen them.
They know where you are.
I guess I'll choose to be reassured by that.
So you're-
They looked familiar, Damien. Thought they were old friends of ours, but I think these two were just wildlife. Yeah. Have you seen anything else around here, maybe?
He points at the forest.
All right, I guess we're continuing then. You still want us to follow you?
Going deeper in.
Nods yes.
All right, I guess we
Let's
will
go ahead and
continue.
go.
You go on for about another 20, 30 minutes deep into the dark heart of the woods.
Oh,
Hey, I won a tournament with that card. And you come to another cave.
Oh, it is another cave. All right.
you think?
Are we going to go into the cave, Damien?
Is this where you're wanting us to go in there with you?
By the way, you both feel like you're being watched. Actually, everybody does. Gundark is kind of looking around nervously with his sword in his hand.
You all right, Gundark?
Squee always looks nervous. Gundark replies, I'm okay, but I just don't like the feeling of these woods.
Well, what do you feel?
Like we're being watched.
Interesting.
In the interest of self-preservation, we should probably head into the cave anyway. Then. Let's
All right,
get going,
let's
huh?
go.
Let's go, Damien. Let's see what's around here.
Damien does not look too pleased to want to go into the cave.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't want us to go in the cave? Or do you want us to go into the cave and you don't want to go? Well, do you want to go into the cave, Damien?
He shakes his head no.
All right. Do you want us to go into the cave?
Nods his head yes.
Okay, so I guess we're going into the cave. Will you be all right out here, Damien? Can you
Shakes,
take care of yourself if something comes along?
shakes his head no.
You won't be okay. All right. Well, do we need to split the party or something? Maybe.
Shakes his head.
Gundark, how about you stay behind?
No, we'll do that in a
Would-
bit. Shakes his head no.
would you like to keep watch with Damien? Keep him company, maybe?
Squee out here all alone?
Oh. Decisions, what to do. Tell you what, Damien. If we don't come out and... So how does time work in this world? Do minutes and hours exist? Or is there a different thing to use?
Yes, because this game is complicated enough.
Sure. Okay.
There are 10 rounds of combat to a minute.
Oh.
But we're not doing that for spell effects and stuff right now. We're just doing regular time. So
Sure.
that's just for if you see you have duration 1 minute and stuff like that on your spells. That's the only time it really comes into effect.
Okay. I know it must be really spooky around here. Hey, Damien, we'll look around, but we'll try to be back out in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. Will you be okay in that time?
He runs up and grabs you.
Oh. Is Tarkarian. That's Damien's. I don't know how tall Damien is, so I'll just say his shoulder.
Yeah, pretend you guys are about the same size as each other.
Well, guess that's out of the question. would you like one of us to stay here with you? Or is there somewhere else you want to go?
The first question about whether he wants one of you to stay with him, he shakes his head no. And is there somewhere else he wants to go? Shakes his head no.
Okay. So I guess the only choice is for all of us to go into the cave there. He doesn't say if he'll be all right, but he doesn't want anyone to stay with him. So, what choice do we have here?
Well, lots of choices. You could murder him. You could beat him to death. Like they're not good choices. I'm just saying you have lots of choices.
True.
Yeah.
But Tenacity still says, "What choice do we have here?" I mean, he wants us to go into the cave. If we want to follow what he wants us to do, yeah.
He runs over and hugs you, Tenacity.
Yeah.
I know this isn't working on you because of your motherly instinct problems, but
yeah, exactly. Right.
This is how he would react. So
yes. So so the way I'm putting it, you want to stay out here alone, and you want us all to go into the cave, right?
he nods his head yes.
All right. So I guess that's what we're doing. Is that all right with everybody else?
I'm good with it.
Gundark and Squee agree.
All right. I guess we are going into the cave.
Pinnacle says, "Don't want to go in cave."
Oh, you don't want to go?
He holds out his wings, and his wingspan is larger than the cave entrance.
Oh.
That's a completely
The cave
different
is
entrance than I
that
was
small?
It's pretty darn small. The entrance is small.
That's a
Okay, I did not
completely different
realize the
cavern than I
entrance was so
thinking.
small.
I was thinking something a bit larger
Yeah.
too. Don't worry. Okay, that makes more sense then.
All right. Well, is it all right if Pinnacle stays here with you?
Damien shakes his head yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll just leave Pinnacle here.
Is Pinnacle actually
It's
big enough
something,
to?
at least.
Is Pinnacle actually big enough to lift up an 8 to 10-year-old child?
Oh boy, that could make for some interesting interactions if he's able.
We're just to say it doesn't happen, but
I keep forgetting he's a child. I was picturing him as an adult, but
yeah.
anyways, it's a child.
Yep.
All right. So
You'll have
let's
your
go
fine feathered
into the
friend
cave.
here.
We go.
Alright, let's see what's in here. We will be back momentarily, Damien. Take care of Pinnacle, okay?
He nods his head yes. So you go down. It's not stairs, but it does kind of descend in a semicircular fashion.
Oh,
So who's going to be lucky enough to go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
I got your back.
So you want to be second?
I am the brave and strong one. I will go first.
Tarkarian, you want to go second?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So-
am the small and smart one, so I will support you.
Gundark and Squee are small enough that they can come behind you very nervously.
How dark is it in here?
Your low light vision would work, but it's definitely better with a torch.
And maybe a mage light would work here. Maybe a magic light will help here too, Tenacity, you think? I can give us some more light.
Yes, go ahead and do that. That would probably be a good
So
idea. Hopefully nothing sees us, but I guess it's better for it to see us and us to see it than it to see us. And
Alright. So I'll conjure up a magic light, trying to light the cave up a little.
Another thing you can do is cast a magic light with a target on a torch, and that way the torch doesn't burn, but you can still hand it back and forth.
Oh. Realize it was like that.
You can also try casting it at an enemy's eyes. A little difficult, but if you do it, they're blinded.
Oh.
Yeah. In
Or,
AD&D and in 2nd edition, we did some insane stuff with magic lights.
oh. Didn't realize it was like that. The
Yeah.
edition I'm looking at, all it said was lights up the immediate area. So, good to know.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a really, really crazy spell when you get down to what it can do. Because you're basically casting it on an area, and it hovers in that area. I'm allowing you to move it because,
Oh.
I'm not
I
as...
didn't realize it was an AoE thing.
It is, but I'm letting you use it the way that you want to because I really personally don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, all this time I was thinking it was like using that mage light in Skyrim, where you just throw up a little wisp of light and it just goes with you.
Yeah, in my opinion, it should as well, but...
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind here.
So you get to the bottom, and it lights up a nice little living area. It's covered in straw, and you can see one part is the bed, and you can smell something absolutely foul.
Oh, what is that? Do you all smell that? That does not smell good.
Oh.
Smells like guano and pain.
What in the world is that?
Where is that coming from? Try to find out where it's coming from. Would that be a perception check?
Nah, you figure out where it's coming from. The bed's on one side. There's a small fireplace in the middle. And at the far side, you know that's where whatever this is relieving itself.
Oh.
I think we came at a bad time.
Well, no, it is
So-
empty. Well, empty's the wrong word, but there's nobody there.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. So that's where he's been relieving himself. Nobody's
Yes.
relieving themselves right then.
No,
That's what I thought was
Okay.
happening.
no.
That's what I said.
That would make
All
this
right.
that would make
Well,
this encounter very short.
Oh, it's so unsanitary. What in the world is this?
Apparently whatever this is, it's been living here for a bit.
The hairs on the back of your necks are really standing up. You feel whatever's watching you is close.
So I
Oh,
think
boy.
there's something here. Can I
We-
take my axe out?
Yes.
Take my axe out here. Yeah.
It just
big
opened
one.
up so you have more room.
Yeah. All right. So I take my axe out and kind of look around. You guys see anything?
Okay, everybody declare what you're going to do. Gundark and Squee are busy wishing that they could get back up the stairs. Well, to the entrance.
I'm going to. I'm gonna. My fight or flight instincts are kicking up, so I'm gonna cast some mage armor on myself and give myself an armor boost.
Mhm.
So, just getting ready for anything.
I want you both to roll a 1d20. This isn't against anything in particular. This is just figuring out who discovers what first.
All right.
So, tenacity. You're looking around, and all of a sudden you look at the bed, and you see three eyes looking back at you.
Oh. Hello.
They blink.
Hi. Sorry, we didn't know anyone was living here. Guys, do you see that?
Yep.
I kind of backing up a bit.
What?
Oh.
There's-
Tarkarian tries to shine his light on where the eyes are. Who are you?
They reflexively blink against the light and then glare at you.
Well, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. I want to
Okay.
fight if we don't have to.
We mean no harm. We mean no harm. As I move the light away.
They're still glaring.
Oh dear.
Guys,
Maybe we should leave. I don't think this thing likes us being here. We
I
were.
have no idea what this thing is, and I don't think I want to stick around to find out. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, maybe we should leave. Very sorry. We did not know this was your home.
Sorry.
Roll against your wisdom, both of you.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, I just went up above my wisdom.
Same with me.
I'm going to give you the hint anyway. Just as you're leaving, you remember the crazy man in Darkhaven talking about the Eye Stealer.
Wait a minute. It's you. You are the...
You're the one who steals eyes. I wouldn't.
No. The-
I wouldn't know that.
like, those are just eyes that he hasn't done anything with yet.
Ah.
Or maybe they just fell off him this day.
Wait, are those just eyes?
Yeah. Just eyes.
Oh, they're
I
just...
was asking that to Tarkarian.
Oh.
Are those just eyes?
I think so. There's nothing else on them. This place must be... Oh, we're in trouble.
Well, you were the one who wanted to find this place. There you go. I guess we're getting closer. Congratulations.
Oh, I feel absolutely elated. Oh, this must be the Eye Stealer's place.
It would seem so.
I have a very bad feeling about this. But if the Eye Stealer is here, then...
Are there walls in this cave, or does the tunnel go farther on?
No, it's pretty much a little cozy little cave. If you cleaned it up, it would be quite nice.
Ah,
Well, I
Not
don't,
smelly or dirty, no worms in sight.
I don't know where you find
Oh,
D&D.
no.
I don't know where you find D&D Febreze, but you know.
Where you find Febreze in D&D.
no, I'm just thinking about the House of Pain from Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, we were just watching that film. That's like that.
Yeah. Instead of bodies on the wall, it's eyes on the wall. Oh boy.
No, they're just
The
lying.
eyes are sitting on the bed.
Yeah, they're just lying on the bed, just
Oh,
being very mad at you for disturbing them.
you guys are still sentient. Apologies. Didn't mean to almost blind you. Actually didn't realize you were in such a state. We'll just take our leave. We're definitely gonna have to,
Are we just gonna leave the eyes? I mean, they were stolen from someone. Seems
let's-
kind of mean to just leave them here.
Hopefully they won't be too hostile with us. But perhaps we can help we can help bring these eyes back to their owners. If they're even still around. We should probably take them.
Alright, so I guess we will grab the eyes then.
Whose backpack is that going in? This is one time Gundark does not want it in his backpack. So.
Well, yeah, but Chugundark doesn't have his bag anyways.
Yeah. He still has a
I mean, that would be
backpack.
fun.
I was gonna say whichever bag the LARP isn't in, but the LARP's not here right now.
I mean, I would be fine carrying them, but what do you think, friend?
I'll hang on to the eyes. Unless you
Alright.
want.
I could, you know, maybe we split them up a bit, I don't know. 2 in one in, or something.
One in something.
When,
One or something, I don't know.
well, had a bit of a run, so I'll hang on to the eyes for now,
All,
just in case anything happens.
all right, then. We'll just give them. I'll give them to
Where
you.
did you get those eyes? Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take a
What, this-
2-minute break because I need to read something and figure out how to set the mood, because I think we're gonna wrap this up shortly, but I definitely want to give you a taste of what's coming. So
Sure.
just give me a second.
That point too is perfect.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
But I was.
Yeah, that
I
was
was- I was
perfect.
starting-
Where
I
did
was-
you get those eyes?
Yeah, I was thinking about that movie the more we spent time down there.
That was a good movie.
It really was, and I think the sequel to it is actually just as good. It's the third and the fourth ones that were trash, from what I heard.
Well, that's usually the way it is with horror movies. They just keep pushing them out, and then eventually they just go bad. But I
Yeah,
thought all the
this-
Nightmare on Elm Streets were pretty good.
Before
I
the
at least
reboot.
enjoyed them all. Yeah, before the reboot.
How many were there originally?
There were
before they
a
did the
lot of
reboot?
them. I mean, there was one that talked about the like that when it like broke the fourth wall, and they were talking about like the actors and everything were involved
Really?
in something with Freddy, like the
Bit
New
of a-
Nightmare or something it was called.
Yeah, I think Freddy became more of a comedic villain as the movies went on, didn't they?
Yeah, not in the one I'm thinking of.
This is one of the earlier ones where he was still a threat, or a bigger threat.
No, in the New Nightmare one, he wasn't comedic. He was still scary.
Sure. Yeah. Because I remember at some point in that line of movies that they just made Freddy a completely comedic or something.
Yeah,
Way more
exactly.
comedic than scary.
After
No,
Dream
I'm
Warriors.
playing with power.
After Dream
No, I'm
Warriors.
playing with power. Yeah.
Dream Warriors, he was still a threat, and then after that is just, yeah.
Oh, really?
It was still fun to see him be funny. But I still love that one line. Welcome to prime time, bitch. That was like his best line.
It was. That's like one of the. One of the
I
quotes
actually,
remember the
I
most.
showed you the Freddy doll I have, right?
A while ago, I think.
Yeah.
Ah, Fred.
Okay.
I still
so-
love that these dolls, man. They wanted them to be children's toys and just why?
Hey, we grew up with some wicked stuff in the 70s and 80s that you would question about giving to kids today.
You know, I
Like-
cannot refute that. I feel that way about the stuff I grew up with, honestly, too.
Like the Battlestar Galactica fighters that actually shot their torpedoes.
Shh. No pun intended.
But anyways, okay.
Yeah.
Let me set the mood here because I want to give you a taste of what's coming next.
Sure.
So you guys grab the eyes and you make your way out.
Yep.
Pinnacle is gone, and Damien is shuddering in a corner, just his hands over his head, just shaking like a leaf.
What happened?
No, Pinnacle. Damien, what happened here? You okay,
Did
buddy?
something take Pinnacle?
Pinnacle kind of soars out from one of the branches and hides behind you, Tenacity.
Oh, good. You're all right.
Oh, Pinnacle, you're still here.
Damien.
Damien, you okay, buddy?
Did someone come by?
When he looks up, he has tears in his eyes, and he points off into the forest. And when you follow his finger, you kind of see a shape against the forest. And its eyes glow for half a second, and the whole thing disappears.
Dear. Seems we're being followed by something.
Maybe an eye stealer.
Oh.
And that's where I want to cut it. Except for any
All right.
except for any witty comments that you might have.
I can't think of anything.
Aye.
Well, there's something for you, smart man. Figure that one out.
Oh, come on. You weren't going to go with there's something you don't see every day?
I said. Tarkarian said, aye. Oh, didn't see this coming.